which is why today we're going to talk about zombies.
Zombie survival plan. Right? How did we not? Oh my god.
That's what. Zombie survival plan.
Our zombie survival plan. Okay.
You guys.
I have not thought about a zombie survival plan.
I haven't done enough thinking about it. I've skirted the
Oh yeah.
I haven't actually sat down and made the plan.
I'll tell you what I have so far. So
I'll tell you mine.
there is this camp that I go to every summer and have gone to for the past 6 or 7 years, maybe 8. I'm not sure. And it's way hell removed. It's like 40 minutes away from Gig Harbor, which is already, and it's like on its own peninsula and stuff. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's got lots of, bodies to feed the zombie. No, I'm just kidding. All the kids. But it restocks its supplies for food every week. So if it were to be like not during the summer, then they would restock their food supplies that are meant for like 300 kids for however many people there are. I know there's a gun shop right down the road. There's also a liquor store right down the road.
I can do that. I go to Camp Parsons, or I went to Camp Parsons, which is a scout camp it's outside of like Quilcene, and so it's over on the peninsula. It's relatively isolated, and it has a lot of supplies, and it actually has a gun range on site. So that's
it has bows and arrows.
Yeah, so that
would
would be fun. So that's good. The problem is my camp. It's kind of in a valley. It's kind of low ground of a valley, which I feel like that might not be ideal. I mean, it's on the water.
We recently actually just got a new motorized boat, which was donated to the camp for whatever.
Yeah, we've got a few motorboats, and we've got sailboats too, which is nice.
Are you on Puget Sound?
I think so.
If you're on a place that can then go into the ocean, then you can easily go into the water and last for however many days you need to last,
and then find another place to
crash.
Although coasts are going to be rough.
I don't know about that.
I think popular coasts definitely, because what's going to happen is people are going to run to the sea, get taken over, and there's going to be a lot of zombies either just right there on the shore, or in the water, in the shallow waters nearby.
See, that's the great thing about Washington is that our coasts are not that interesting.
True, there's not a lot of people on the coast.
Yeah, they would be pretty empty because they're just big stretches of forest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I would guess the coasts of Puget Sound, like Tacoma and Olympia and Seattle, those are going to be overrun and full of zombies, and bad news bears, stay away.
Which is why my camp is isolated.
But same with Parsons.
It's hard to get there.
It's hard to get there. You either have to take a ferry or you have to take a bridge. I don't remember which bridge it is. You either take the Bremerton ferry over, or you have to take a bridge or up and around, or down. Actually, you have to go down the Sound and around, which is a long journey through probably a lot of zombie-infested territory.
For me, it's a lot also of just comfort.
Oh, that's totally true.
Like I would feel
safe there.
I would feel safe there just because I have felt safe there for the past X years, and
I know the place like the back of my hand.
Exactly.
I know exactly where to go. I would be able to sit down and be like, okay, here are the weak points. Here's where we're going to recuperate. If I were there, I would be able to just get into the zone. And also, I'm used to camping there. I'm used to we have the dining hall, so it's not difficult camping. But I'm used to the idea of sleeping in a tent and being on the watch for other kids hazing and pranking and throwing rocks at people or lighting things on fire. I'd have to go with the select part of my troop, because our troop are very good at the fire aspect and good at the fighting off other people aspect. Don't know how good we would be at the not attracting, making noise, and the not killing ourselves, and the finding food and surviving.
I think trees are always the way to go. Any kind of climbable tree, zombies, they're probably not going to be coordinated enough to climb trees.
I would say the ideal would be if you had an area that was fenced off, barbed wire, hard to get into, very difficult. Inside you have trees and stuff like that and places to climb up to high ground. Outside, burn it all down. So you can see for miles and miles and miles, and you know exactly when someone's coming. I'm trying to remember if it was you or Killian I was talking to, where the perfect place in Seattle, Space Needle. Because you're on the Space Needle, you have to stock it. There is the restaurant. There's the restaurant, which would have a small supply of food, but
probably very perishable.
Yeah. But if you could stock it, if you could get up there, block the stairs, disconnect the elevator. There's sort of a lower level which you could spend most of your time on. And if you needed to get out, you could drop a ladder and probably be fine to get from the lower level to the top. Keep the stairs open from the lower level to the top level, so you can get up there. From either one of those, you have a great view, and it has that all-important design of it's basically like a spindle in the middle, and then everything comes out from the side. So no matter how many zombies pile up, they would never be able to get there because they'd have to completely pile up to the point where they could get to the top. So
I don't know. It's just cities. It's such a high risk,
high reward. And that would be
so high risk, high reward.
And that would be like
I would. I don't know.
I'm saying like that would be the best part in Seattle, but again, the best part in Seattle. If you could get there, I think you would be solid, but in order to get there, it would be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, but cities, they're so. I'm not sure what I think about cities because I know they would be abandoned, but there would be zombies.
Probably tons of zombies. Walking Dead spoilers for the first episode, for the first season. So I'll put in a little thingy that you can click. We'll put it right here. That'll skip ahead to whenever the spoilers are done. In Walking Dead, with putting the blood on to walk through the zombies,
that was so cool.
With that, I mean, I'm wondering, how much do you think that would work, and how risky would that be? Because I'm assuming that the blood is infected. Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I saw it a while ago. Did they have like an undercoat underneath? They had like a poncho or something like that.
They had an overcoat in the episode. They had an overcoat that they coated with blood of zombies in order to go outside to get a bag of guns.
And it worked
until it rained.
Ooh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Seattle, I don't know. I think I would stick to camp, and then when I ran out of supplies there, I would go to the city. Let's do zombie survival plan in a city.
In a city,
like specifically in a city, because the city is just exciting.
It's exciting.
Like it's
fun.
It's exciting, fun, risky, dangerous.
Okay. High ground. Because you need. You need.
I think you go to a skyscraper, any skyscraper. Go to the top.
I don't know if I would go skyscraper. I would want a smaller building because the problem, the thing that's great about high ground is you can see them coming. It's easier to fight them off because you can fight them down, and it's naturally if it's high up, there's only one way in. You'd have to make sure that there's only one way in, but like the only way to go is up. You don't have the problem on the ground of multiple attack plans. They would have to get into the building and go up. The higher the building, the more room you have to fight them down, and the less likely it is they'll find you. The problem if it's a super high building, the higher the building, the more trapped you are. It'd be nice if it was a low enough building, or a building that had a way to connect to another building. That'd
be nice. I think given like enough time, like maybe a month or something, what I would do is I would go to the top of the building, clear it level by level, and make absolutely sure it's clear, but live on like a mid-level. Also, I think it'd be easy to just destroy stairs, any kind of explosive at all, which hopefully I'd be smart enough to find.
Hopefully be able to find, or improvise.
Yeah, or improvise, and then I
watch all of Burn Notice.
Yeah.
Here's the thing we've been skirting around. We haven't actually ever talked about it. I get the sense from sending your plan, go it alone. Go it alone.
Didn't even think of that.
Wow. The sound of your plan is a lot of, I'll do this, and that's sort of what I was, but in the back of my head I've always kind of thought, I would want to have a group. The benefits of the group is that you have more people, you can take shifts, you can, if you trust them, it's great, but a group is only as strong as its weakest link. You have one person that falters, the whole group suffers. And, I mean, are there enough people you would trust with that?
I think, So you'd be in my zombies forever.
I would have a zombie. There are people that I would definitely do that. So, because I would definitely want to have you. There's a couple of my scout friends that I know can handle themselves. There's, what other Laksiders would we want? Matzo.
But I don't know. He'd probably
go it his own.
He'd probably go it alone.
Go it alone.
He'd probably use us as long
as he
and then kill us. Feed us as bait. Oh God. Hate you, Matzo. No. I would only want to be in a group if it was with people I knew. So if I were...
so where my question was leading to is if you didn't have that, would you go it alone, or if you were thrown into... Because if
I took an airplane somewhere, the zombie apocalypse happened, and then I was stuck in an abandoned city,
would you try and find a group,
or
would you go it alone?
I would go it alone. I would leave the group.
The problem is you can't pre-vet people to know who's going to be able to handle themselves or not. But you could also, there's always the hope that the stress of the situation is enough to push them into greatness. that that heroes are made, not born, kind of thing. But again, it's a big risk because you have no idea how they're going to perform. I think if there was a way to get into an already surviving group, like I might go it alone for a little while, if I could last a couple weeks, and if from that point on, if I found a group that was willing to take me in, the fact that they had survived sort of means that they can handle themselves. The fact that they're willing to let me in means that they're charitable and are trustworthy. Also could mean they're stupid. The group issue is the single biggest sticking point.
I know one thing I definitely would do, big group. If in the next year when I go off to college, my college would be a sucky zombie survival place. But if at that college, I would band together with.
I have lots of open land, although it's low ground. It's relatively secluded. So
that's one thing my college does have for it.
Yeah,
in terms of zombie survival.
It's Chicago is the one that actually has one of their clubs, the Zombie Preparedness Task Force, that goes around and rates buildings based on how well it would do in zombie survival. It holds zombie training sessions, has like zombie walks and stuff like that.
Killing yourself. Killing yourself. That's a valid plan. Zombies suck, man.
Zombies suck. I think I would try a few days. One thing we would have to, if we had a group, you'd have to make clear from the get-go. You get bit, you tell someone. Okay, spoilers done. This is how it always works, is that there's one asshole who doesn't tell people they've been bit, tries to hide it, and ruins it for everyone. Don't be that guy. Okay,
you're going to die.
If the zombie apocalypse happens, and you get bit, you tell other people about it. You don't try and hide it. You either know you're going to die, or some people are like, oh, but we can make it to the safe zone, and we can they have a cure somewhere. They don't have a cure. They don't have a cure. So you're going to die. And you're going to die either way. And even if they do have a cure, you're not going to get it unless you tell them that you have been bitten. So you always, as soon as you get bit, you tell the people you got bit, and then, you can kill yourself. Maybe people will kill you. Maybe they'll let you live until it gets too unbearable. But you have communication. Communication is number one in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, but the thing about
honesty and trust.
The thing that's perfectly fun. I don't know. Like you're going to pass out and die before you turn into a zombie.
Oh, that's true.
I think you will.
In most zombie lore, you die and then you turn into a zombie.
That's what makes them zombies. There was an episode in Walking Dead, another spoiler, where what happens is someone gets bit, and she's like clearly bit, and she's like dying.
Oh, the sister?
Yeah, the sister. Oh. She passes out. She has a fever, and then she dies. Her sister is sitting there, just like cradling her the entire night. Awake.
I was so mad at her. I was like, clearly she didn't care about her life anymore, and was totally would have been fine with getting bit by her sister. But I was so mad. I was like, no, you shoot her in the head, and you let her be because she's not herself anymore. That was rough. I think both of us have the plan of try and get to camp, try and get a group. So try and get a group of trusted people. Try and get to camp. Hold off at camp as long as you can. Go to a city if you need to. So here's the thing: would we rather go? Would we, if zombie apocalypse happened and we rang up the guys let's go, and the girls too. And when we say guys, we don't necessarily just mean guys. So we call up the guys. Do we go to Coleman? Do we go to my camp?
Oh, I don't know.
How far? I think it would depend on what's easiest to get to.
My camp has cabins.
Mine does too, but they're open air cabins.
Okay, mine's closed air cabins.
We go to yours.
Ending question, I guess.
Are zombies awesome? Yes.
That's I meant for them. Ending question, I guess.
Are zombies awesome? Yes.
That's I meant for them. If they ever.
What's your zombie? Comment in the downly there things. What's your zombie plan? What do you do? You want to join our team?
What's your optimal zombie survival?
What is your optimal zombie survival? Because part of this is also we're interviewing potential candidates.
Yeah.
If you think, what would you? Okay, here's the question: what would you offer to the team? What would you bring? Why would we want you on our zombie survival team? And what are your suggestions to make our plan better? Do that. Like, subscribe, comment, share the videos, send them off. We'll have more of them. This hiatus thing was a one-time deal.
Yeah.
There'll be more, but not for another week.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. 8 above out.